I remember when I first started to get sick back in 2016. We had just started living in four walls again after spending 16 weeks voluntarily homeless. It was a crazy idea, but it worked. You see, we couldn't afford to live near Brooks, the school I was going to, and I desperately wanted to graduate to finish my bachelor's degree. So we camped. Coming back to the structure of a house was disorientating. City noise, cars, the hum of fluorescent lights, and the slow, creeping feeling that something inside me wasn't quite right. I started losing time. I remember quitting my job in Lemoore, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. You can't drive 45 minutes on a four-lane highway and find yourself in the wrong lane. Or worse, halfway home from the hospital without knowing how you left, how you got there, or even where you were. You can't keep working when your fiancé has to come rescue you because you're lost in your own head. And when this becomes a daily occurrence, you're left with one option. You quit. And so I did. I quit my job, then I stayed home, surrounded by four walls, day in and day out. Doctors didn't know what was wrong. And the city, all of it, was too much. So I searched for something that wasn't too much. Something small, a tiny bit of beauty, a sliver of control. I've always been a walker. Even in high school, when life got too loud, I'd take off into woods and just keep going. Walking gave me space. So I started again, walking, looking for moments of peace, of joy. And that became my ritual. Each day I'd look for one thing: a leaf, a flower, a piece of bark, anything, as long as it sparked joy, sparked curiosity. If I was feeling strong enough, I'd bring it home and I'd make a print, a cyanotype, sunlight and chemistry, proof that I still existed, that I could still create. On the bad days, I didn't make it past the garden. On the really bad ones, I never left the kitchen. But if I did, if I made it outside, I had one mission: find something that made me smile. Sometimes it was in the sidewalk trees, sometimes in the park. Most often it was right there in the backyard or in a neighbor's garden, but it didn't matter where it came from. It just mattered that I found it and I created. I created to reclaim some part of myself. These prints, these tiny victories, became what is now known as a walk through the garden. Eventually, I got too sick to keep printing regularly, but in those early days, these prints were my lifeline. If one of them speaks to you, I hope you take it home. I hope you let it remind you that even the smallest victories are still victories, and there's light at the end of the tunnel.